Hello and welcome back to TCG Inform. So within the last video, I showed off the guide to my Ryuji Sword Soul deck. But for this video, we will be doing the deck profile for a Marincess deck for June of 2026. So, without further ado, let's get right in. So, for our monsters, we are playing 3 copies of Marincess Blue Tang, 3 copies of Marincess Seahorse, 3 copies of Marincess Spring Girl, 3 copies of Marincess Pascalus, 1 copy of Marincess Sleepy Maiden, and 1 copy of Trickstar Aqua Angel. That's all for monsters. Let's get into spells. So for spells, we're playing 1 copy of Marincess Battle Ocean, 3 copies of Marincess Dive, and 2 Signet Mining. Into our traps. We'll be heading into traps. So for our traps, we have 3 copies of Marincess Wave, 1 copy of Marincess Current, and 1 copy of Marincess Circulation. That is all for our archetypal cards. Let's move in to our non-engine for the main. So in our main deck, we are playing 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence, 1 Called by the Grave, 2 Nibiru the Primal Being, 2 Droll and Lockbird, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Terraforming, 1 Lightning Storm, and 1 Raigeki for our non-engine. So let's move in to our extra deck, shall we? So for our extra deck, we are playing 3 Marincess Blue Slug, 3 Marincess Sea Angel, 1 Marincess Crystal Heart, 2 Marincess Coral Anemone, 2 Marincess Marbled Rock, 1 Marincess Coral Triangle, 1 Aqua Argonaut, 1 Great Bubble Reef, and 1 World Sea Dragon Zealantis. So that is all for the extra deck. So let's move in to our side deck. For our side deck, we are playing 3 copies of Effect Veiler, 1 Nibiru, 3 Ghost Belt and Haunted Mansion, 1 Foolish Burial, 3 Forbidden Droplet, 2 Book of Eclipse, and 2 Salesban as our side deck. Now, let's have some finishing notes. So, a few notes on this deck that I would say is certain things you can add to the deck. For example, in the extra deck, you could add in another Crystal Heart, exchanging a Marbled Rock for a Crystal Heart, because I still feel like 1 copy of Crystal Heart isn't enough for the deck, at least in my opinion. But yeah, that's a recommended change for the extra deck. But for the main deck, I would recommend putting in, if you have the cards to upgrade, I would recommend putting maybe in 1 more copy of Aqua Angel, or 1 more copy of Signet Mining as sort of main deck changes. That's really what I can think of that's needed, because Aqua Angels, Aqua Angels are alright just as a card that can be used, but if you keep it at 1, it's still alright. Signet Mining, I would fully recommend you put it 3 instead of 2, because it's really good for the deck. It's a searcher that you can then bait out a hand trap with if you need to. You can bait out a hand trap or putting a Marincess in your grave, which you like. So yeah, that's what I would say for this deck. For the side deck, I think it's alright. If you want to change some stuff, or you think some stuff should be changed in some way, let me know. I will give it a look. But yeah, that's all for this deck profile, guys. So I'll see you all in the warp.